This is the village of Great Livermere, which is just outside Bury St Edmunds, and this is the church of St Peter's, and the church is open and the wheelie bin is just here. Got a churchyard that goes off in odd directions in flint, and with a grass path going up to it, trees, and quite an extensive churchyard. It's got fields behind and houses either side of it. Lovely tree here, just coming out into leaf now. It's the spring. A lot of headstones here. Little ones there leaning up against big ones. Like that. This is lovely. Sort of pie crust effect on the side.
In loving memory of George Goddard, died January 1912, aged 87 years. Also Hannah, his wife. Also Elizabeth herself, sister of Hannah.
So it's a bit of a family grave, that. It's nice. And lots of flowers everywhere there. Big graves there. This is quite an extensive graveyard and well cared for here. Flowers and lots of big graves. There must be some important wealthy people who bury here. The church is rendered, and it looks like it's had a lot of work here. We've got a blind window there and a fairly new door. These windows look as if they were put in Victorian times. The tower has got an unusual top, which seems to indicate that at some time it was removed. Of course, the major feature of this church is that there's a thatched roof, at least on that part of the church. Has tiles at the back, comes round at an angle to the back. It's a very windy day today. We've got a water bowl for dogs there, that's nice. You can see that the tower, again at some time, though it looks fairly old, was an addition to the original building. Perhaps there was a different tower here at one time. That part of the church has been rendered. It also looks as if it was rendered at different times or repaired. Gate here at the back going out to the fields there. And then at the bottom of the tower we can see there's been repair work to the flint. A lovely window there set in, and then a small one up above with that new tower top. And on this side of the church, the churchyard is very large, very large. Beautiful gravestone here. This is wonderful. This is marble or stone.
Loving memory of Major General John Told of Wentworth Reed, born 19th of April 1891, died 22nd June 1983.
It's lovely, a lovely spot. You look back at the church and see that there's a door here that's been bricked in. Not very sympathetically, unfortunately. Pity that it wasn't in flint. But then we've got lots of alterations. It looks perhaps another window was there, and this one's replaced it. It's very difficult to tell. step here to go into this porch. We come into a very large porch area with quite involved and sophisticated porch windows. Same on both sides, and a big ceiling with wooden supports coming down the walls. Very well lit, bright, extremely large church. A large font at the back, and a lovely, beautiful wooden cover. And here we can see the area that goes to the tower with a big door leading to it, and then a ladder that goes up. And here at the back we've got some very old pews. These look as if they were 18th century at least, I would say. We look down the church. We've got a wooden section of flooring here, grates. We've got stone, we've got tile. That's very old. And what looks as if it's a painting on the wall, and that's in quite good condition. That's lovely. There's quite a bit of colour in that. Difficult to tell, but I don't know really what that is. Here. This is of the painting. And then we've got an old organ which looks late Victorian. Beautiful, beautiful pipes. And little candles here each side. Church hasn't any separate aisles, it's only got the one central aisle. It's vast. The ceiling not being in timber, being clad over and plastered, makes the church much brighter and not so overpowering. The pews are newer. They're perhaps from the 40s, 1940s. The walls were painted at some time. We've got a carpet running down the middle and grates each side. Gas canisters here for heating the church, I suspect. And a memorial there. The windows are all plain leaded glass. A very impressive pulpit. With lots of little areas here. One here. And then we can go higher. We get a good view here of the church from the front to the back. See that impressive organ. The plain walls and ceiling give a feeling of vastness to this church. As we come through into the chancery, we've got a dark wood, heavily carved screen. This area's got a partly exposed wooden ceiling, which gives it a different feel to the other part of the church and actually more character. Also, we have memorials here on the wall. Got a door to the side of the church. And a door goes to an extension, I believe, the front of the church, the side of the altar, which unusually has a plain leaded glass window, together with the plain glass at the side, give an amazing amount of light to this area. This church obviously is well cared for by the local community. It's quiet at the moment in here. And because the ceiling is plastered, it's not so echoey. And we've got wood floors here. Before we go and leave this church, we'll have a look at the back here of an interesting little item here.
Here lieth the body of William Sackings. He died on the 28th of March, 1689. He was falconer to King Charles I, King Charles II, and King James II.
That's probably one of the most amazing little facts that I've discovered in these churches. A falconer lies here who was falconer to 3 kings. That's simply amazing. In the middle of Suffolk. So much history here. As we leave, we can see there the door on the other side that has been bricked up. Why these doors were bricked, I don't know. It just seems odd. But obviously somebody had a good reason. Military headstones. It's an interesting church. Totally different feel to that church than most of the ones in the area, with the wood floor, thatch roof. Obviously a lot of changes over the years. This was a real small village church, I feel, that's been upgraded at some point, probably in Victorian times, to become a much bigger and more impressive building. Very nice and quite enjoyable to see that.